Hello and Assalamualaikum to those who are watching this video. Today we're presenting our system architecture project, which is personal at TEB1193, which is based on innovation on the ATM. Okay, this is our group member. My name is Muhammad Hamid Nazri, and then my teammate is Muhammad Fakrul and Dinesh Kumar. This is our system requirement. I will pass to the Dinesh.
Okay, thank you, Afam. Okay, for the system requirements, there will be three columns, which is functional, non-functional, and constraint. For functional, we provide a personal ATM for the people who does not want to have a long queue while waiting while using the ATM. And second one is making more comfortable ATM, which will make sure the customer has enough time to withdraw money. And non-functional provide an app which connect to the ATM for the people who have smartphones to access their account, and some people struggling on withdrawing money, so having a system which can easily access the bank account with full security. And last one, constraints. The type of connection that could link up the ATM with the smartphone is, for example, we're using a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And last one, technology is not fully mastered by the officers, having some troubles to have such a system for the customer. Next slide. Next will be continued by Fakro.
Okay, so this is our DFD level 0, which is our context diagram. So as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 external entity, which is a user that generate that use TAC and barcode to contact with the process, which is the personal item system, while the bank database is being used for the personal ATM system to key in the ATM or the ATM user data. And the bank company is using the personal ATM system to fulfill up their requirements and make up their reports, while the personal ATM system respond to the bank company with the results, while the technology company and ATM manufacturer will be contact with the personal ATM system by fulfill the business requirements and supply the hardware to the personal ATM system. And the personal ATM system will contact with the government by making the evaluation of the process. So next slide. So this DFD level 1, I will be passing to Muhammad Afam.
Thank you, Muhammad. Okay, for the DFD level 1, it actually is a data flow diagram, which is first thing first, customer need to log in the apps, which is they must put the input of information, so the system can send the data to the account database, which is to verify either the account is valid or not, and then the user can directly go to the ATM menu, which is can pop up a pre-withdrawing option. So customer need to put the information, and then the system will send to the database again to update either the account has sufficient money or not. And then after it's valid or have sufficient money, so the the apps will gain the special barcode from the database. So with this special barcode, the user need to bring the special barcode to the nearest ATM to scan to the ATM scanner, which is allowed the scanner to verify the pre-withdrawing barcode. So with this method, the user will get a TAC code in short period of time. So the user need to input the TAC code inside the ATM system, which is in the screen, to verify either to verify the withdrawing transaction, and then the user will get the money, and the user can walk away with a receiptless method. Okay, next I will pass to Dinesh.
Okay, this one is a use case diagram. So the user will first log in to the app using their mobile phone. Then once they access the ATM menu, in the ATM menu there will be few menus, something like account setting, check balance, pay bill, transfer, and pre-withdraw. Let's say the user press on pre-withdraw. There will be a form which they need to fill up how much money they want to withdraw. Once they confirm the money, the bank database will generate a special barcode Once the barcode is there, the user just need to go to the ATM machine, and the ATM machine have the scan, and then once they scan using the scanner at the ATM machine, bank database will verify to check the special barcode whether it's correct or not. Once it's verified, bank database will send a TAC code to the user via SMS. Once then the user need to put the TAC code in the on the ATM screen, and once it's verified, the ATM will start to start to withdraw the money. Next slide. Okay, this one activity diagram that illustrate the sequence of steps needed for. Next slide will be continued by Afam.
Okay, next is balance check. This is a UML diagram. Here is the starting point. Here is a diamond shape for the condition. If the user has registered, it will log in. And then user will put in the detail and the account verification. Which, if it's true, we go to the ATM menu. We show the details about what pre-withdrawing, check balance, pay bill, and then user choose the pay bill, and it will display account balance. And if the user doesn't want to use it, it will exit the app and close the system. And this is the close node. And then the cash withdrawal is actually same with the balance checking, but the differences here actually have pre-withdrawal function here, which is pre-withdrawal function. User need to put the data which is input, and then the database will generate a barcode. So the barcode here, so the user will get the barcode, and user need to go to the ATM machine to scan the barcode. So it will verify the barcode, and then the database will send the TSC code to the user, and the user will have TSC code. So the user need to key in the TSC code inside the machine, inside the ATM screen, and then the ATM screen will say successfully and will withdraw the money, and the user will walk away with the receiptless method, which is get the receiptless receipt. Okay, I will pass to Fakrul.
So as we can see here, this is our component diagram, but this component diagram is for the pre-withdrawing transaction because of we didn't get too much space for including the transfer section. So next slide. So this is the description of that component diagram, which is this architecture style consists of 4 subsystem, which is smartphone app system, bank system, ATM system, and smartphone message system. The flow of this architecture is starting from the user opening the ATM system by using their smartphone. Next, the user needs to put their detail inside the login menu so that the app could be key in all their details in the account app database. After that, the user can see the ATM menu interface and press the pre-withdraw menu interface with it, and then input all the details so that the data can be sent to the bank account balance database and pre-withdraw database. The bank system will verify the pre-withdrawal request, and it will send the special barcode to the app, which is my special barcode history. After that, the user may go to the nearest ATM machine to let the ATM machine scan the special barcode via the smartphone. In the short period of time, the user will receive the TAC code from their message inbox, which is been needed to key in the ATM machine screen to verify that the withdrawal and the money will come out, plus with the receipt will be sent to the app. So next slide. This is our component diagram for the transfer transaction. So next, this architecture style consists of 3 subsystem, which is smartphone app system, bank system, and smartphone message system. The flow of this, all the flow of this architecture is all similar as the component diagram for the pre-withdraw section, for the pre-withdraw component diagram, but it is different in the transfer menu interface, which is it need to first input the recipient account number, so that the account number data can be sent to the recipient account number database and the bank account balance database. The bank system will verify the transfer request, and it will be and it will send the TSC code to the user smartphone inbox. In short period of time, the user will receive the TSC code which is needed to input in ATM screen to verify the transfer whether the details of transferring is correct. And lastly, if all the details have been confirmed, the transferring process will be proceed and the user may choose whether they want to get the receipt as receipt or not. So next slide. So for this part, I will be passing to Tinesh Kumar.
Okay, thank you. This one is a smartphone. The user need to download the app in the all smartphone platform before using our ATM system, as the app plays the main role on this system. Using the specific ATM system app, they need to request for a special barcode, which will be appear on their phone. Next, please. Internet. Internet is a crucial part at the database to connect with the user and ITM system. This is because to ensure system can access the bank database. Next, please. LAN cable. LAN cable is an equipment for connecting the server to the router so that the router can supply the internet to the server. Next slide, please. ATM machine. The special barcode scanner is provided at the ATM, so it can scan the user's special barcode that will be appear at the smartphone. Okay, last one, bank database. Bank database function is to keep all the user's bank details in the database safely. All bank details, account balance, and personal information of the user will be kept in the bank database. Bank database will keep all the users' information privately, and they should not sell it to anyone. Next.
Okay, thank you, Dinesh. For next one, hardware user interface, which is just our prototype for the hardware. This is this ATM. ATM obviously have an ATM screen, keypad to put the number, cash dispenser to pull out of the money, power cables and LAN wire, and LAN cable, which is to power up this ATM system and to give connection to the system. And the special thing about this ATM is it has barcode scanner here to scan the barcode from the user so that it can enable for the user to get money in the ATM. Okay, next I will pass to the Dinesh.
Okay, thank you. This one is software user interfaces. Okay. This is the flow. Okay, the user need to sign in using the app. Once they already sign in, the ATM menu will be appear, which be their account balance, pay bills, transfer, pre-withdrawing, and let's see the user press on pre-withdrawing. It will be there will be a form coming out, as I just now said. The amount that the user need to going to withdraw. Once they confirm it, next. A special barcode will be generated, and once then they need to press confirm. Then app will be back to the ATM menu, and if then they need to go to the ATM machine, and just they need login back and the multifunction setting. Then they need to search by special barcode history. Next. And the special barcode history will come out with the date, time, request, and amount that they're going to withdraw. Once they already scanned to the ATM machine scanner, there will be TAC code will be appear on their phone via SMS. Once they already accept it, the machine will start to withdraw the money, and the receipt will be appear in their app. Once the user already confirmed, it will be back to the ATM menu, and they will receive another message that shows that the receipt already received at the receiptless inbox. Next.
So the last part of our presentation is on the UML deployment diagram, which is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devices, which is internet, smartphone, bank database, ATM machine, and LAN cable, which is it's all being got from the hardware. So starting point is the smartphone needs to have a Wi-Fi signal from the internet to access the internet, and the ATM machine also need to get the Ethernet connection from the LAN cable to access the internet. While on this smartphone, the starting point is the registration and login menu, which is all the data from the login menu will be accessed from the user account database to get the access on the user account. So and then continue to the component which is app interface, and then go through the ATM menu interface, which is it contains balance checking, pre-withdraw, and transfer. So for the balance checking, the process is simple, which is the user just the balance checking, and then it will proceed to the receipt generator that the customer can choose whether he wants it or not. While the pre-withdraw got a more complicated process, which is they need to get a barcode scanner, which is the barcode scanner need to be accessed from the ATM database, and then it may be accessed into a special barcode history, which and then which continued with the message inbox, which will contain the TAC code that been requested by ATM machine, that recorded by TAC code history, and then proceed with the withdraw from the ATM machine, because of phone cannot generate money. That is the and then continue with money counter, which verified all the amount that need to be withdrawn, and it will dispense out the money. And lastly, the user may choose whether he want the receipt or not, with a form of receiptless. And the last one is the artifact, is the transfer, which is the user need to key in the recipient account number, which is the recipient account number needs to be accessed from the user account database in the bank database. And then it continues into the message inbox, which it contains the TAC code, which are requested by the ATM machine, that from the TAC code that will access in the smartphone in the TAC code history. And then it will continue into the money transfer after the user have keyed in all the amounts that need to be transferred. And the last part is all the same like the balance checking and the pre-withdrawal, which the user may choose whether he wants to print the receipt list or not. And then that's all. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and thank you.